It's week 9 of the college football season, and we got some big games in the SEC. In this video, we're going to talk about Ole Miss at Oklahoma. Oklahoma will be a 5.5-point favorite. Total sits at 54.5. Mississippi comes in 6-1 straight up, 4-3 against the spread, 1-1 on the road. They're coming off their first loss of the season by a score of 43-35 at Georgia. I had a client play on Ole Miss for the first half in that game, and they led by 1 as a 4-point dog. I said that Lane Kiffin, pretty good with those early scripted drives. Georgia, clearly a second-half team, and unfortunately, Ole Miss did not get the cover. They missed the cover by a half a point, losing by 8. They were up 21-20 at halftime. Then they got outscored 17-0 in the third quarter. This Ole Miss team, third in the SEC in total offense, averaging 491 yards per game. Some of those numbers, though, they pad their stats against inferior opponents in the first few weeks of the season. They're 13th in the SEC in total defense, allowing 362 yards per game. And they're 15th in the SEC in run defense, allowing 196 rushing yards per game. And they did win 26-14 at home versus Oklahoma last year. I don't know if I like their chances this year. Their head coach, Lane Kiffin, he could be distracted. His name has been mentioned in the job opening at Florida, and he's made some statements. And he said he's looking forward to staying at Oxford, but he's also looking forward to a contract extension. And if you read between the lines, I think what that means is he's going to go to the brass and say, I want the same kind of deal as Cignetti got, almost $100 million for an extension. And his position is probably going to be, Florida will give it to me. So if you don't give it to me, I'm out of here. And I would fully expect Lane to be staying at Ole Miss. He's accomplished a lot there already. The college football landscape has changed. You don't need to go to a big program like Florida to win a national championship anymore. You look at what Cignetti's done at Indiana. You look at what Lane's done here with Ole Miss. He should be happy to stay at this job, but I don't blame him if he uses the leverage to get himself paid. At any rate, it's a distraction heading into this big game. Before we talk about Oklahoma, I got to tell you about a promotion we have available right now at Picks and Parlays. And if you've been tuning into these videos, you're probably already aware we got the Weekend Warrior package. That's all weekend. College on Saturday, NFL on Sunday. We'll even throw in Monday Night Football, all for $49. Why would you be interested in purchasing this package from me? Well, I'm hitting 80% with my college football the last 2 weeks, 67% with NFL dating back to the beginning of last year's playoffs. As always, no purchase necessary. You're more than welcome to tune in just for the free picks. The only thing I ask from you is that you take the time to smash that like button. And if you've got anything to say to me about this game or any college football game, even NFL, or if you just want to talk about something else, hit me up in the comments below. Let me know what you're thinking. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Now let's look at what people have been saying this week. The Vikings suck on Thursdays on the road. Now, that's quite a statement. The Vikings suck on Thursdays on the road. I'm not sure that's a very insightful trend. I hit him back with Wentz is 5-0 in his last 5 on Thursday Night Football. I don't think that's very insightful either. I think you can take the paper that is written on, crumple it up, and throw it in the waste paper basket. I will point out that I did get a comment a few weeks back about Thursday Night Football, a guy saying, how can I take you seriously if you don't even mention the success of home teams on Thursday Night Football? And if we go back a few years now, I'll give you the numbers for the success of home teams on Thursday Night Football. 38-14 straight up. That's pretty impressive, but that's not important when you look at the fact that they're 24-27 against the spread. So home teams, home favorites, not any kind of secret easy formula for success in betting Thursday Night Football. Let's move on, see what the rest of the guys are saying. This guy says, great video, Jesse. Thank you. You didn't have to correct the record, but I appreciate your transparency. Not a lot of honest people in this industry. Well, I think you'll find that myself and my colleagues are quite honest. The business model that we're working with is transparency. We're out here, we're doing the videos. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Our records are published. I'm not doing myself any favors if I try to cover up losses. So I made a mistake. I slipped up. I had mentioned a player prop in one of my videos, and when I was tallying up my record for the week, that wasn't included. There was, it was a little bit controversial. It was a little bit vague, but you brought it to my attention. It was correct, and I addressed it. And that's the way I would handle anything like that moving forward. And if anybody catches me saying anything that's not factual, please, to correct the record, hit me up in the comments below, and I will address it. Now let's get back into this monster game. I really want to watch this game. Oklahoma is 6-1, 4-3 against the spread, 4-0 at home. John Mateer is back after missing a couple games with a hand injury. He threw for just 150 yards last week and a touchdown. Very accurate, though, 18 of 26 passing in a 26-7 win at South Carolina. But the big news is Oklahoma was able to run the ball in that game. 171 rushing yards. Torrey Blaylock had 101 yards on 19 carries. That's an average of 5.3 yards per carry. Mateer ran the ball 8 times, so a sign that he's getting close to being 100%. Running the ball has been an issue for this Oklahoma team. It's made them one-dimensional. It's prevented them from really getting the separation you'd want to see before you'd lay 5.5 points as a home favorite. If they can run the ball, I mean, their defense is lights out. They're number 1 in the country, allowing 213 yards per game. They're number 3 in the country versus the run, allowing opponents just an average of 80 yards per game on the ground. Number 4 in the country against the pass, allowing 133 yards per game in the air. So there's no question that Oklahoma can shut down their opponents. The only question remaining was, can they run the ball? Because we know John Mateer is excellent at quarterback, and maybe South Carolina is just that bad. But let's see. The Rebels aren't very good at defending the run either. So I'd expect Torrey Blaylock to pick up right where he left off last week. Oklahoma's defense is going to make it a nightmare for Chambliss, and with Lane distracted by his contract demands, or that's actually just speculation, but the fact that he's rumored to be entertaining the Florida job, that should prove to be a distraction. I like Oklahoma minus the 5.5 points at home in this game. If you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you've got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, hit me up in the comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.